Keys of embodiment. So this is the second day. We just completed the first teachings. And wow, what a beautiful group we have. And yeah, I wanted to talk a little bit and share a little bit about the results and how I work and how to transform, how to support yourself, how to support others. So also I want to share with you as well, just in case you want to come into the teachings and to share. And it's beautiful. I just got some feedbacks this morning, and I'll just read out a few of them, which is really, really beautiful because it's nice when it comes from somebody else. Marcella, I just see. Thank you for your sharing your diamonds, Marcella. So what came up for Marcella about the diamonds that came in was the brain filter and split minds. So for me, the brain filter is what keeps our spirit out of our daily life, what keeps me out of being myself. The filter is created from the ancestors, first of all, my programming, the collective. So the divine intelligence which created the universe is within me, above me, around me. And in the 3D world, we're programmed not to trust the divine, to limit ourselves, to box ourselves, to judge ourselves, to disconnect from ourselves. Also, she said about split minds, I see as well. So when we're traumatized, it fragments the mind. Now, this fragmentation can come from the ancestral lines. So we're born with fragmentation, we're born in limitations, structures. So when we work on ourselves, what we're doing is we're setting ourselves free of these prisons, these structures, these habits, and the comfort zones. So the comfort zones makes us lazy in a way. It gets boring. So when I'm living in a comfort zone, for me, that for me represents that I'm, as a soul, I'm dropping away from my creator, because the creator part of my system is fresh, vibrant, courageous, fierce, has drive in it, stillness, strength, courage, the unknown. So when you're connected to spirit within you, the divine within you, it's not comfortable in the beginning, because creation is a void of magic, should I say, of the unknown. So dropping into creation, we may have a lot of triggers not to go there because it is the unknown. So it's about letting go the familiarity, letting go the old version of me, letting go and stripping away what I feel how I should be for the people around me. How should I be for myself? How should I be for the world to accept me? Creation is you naked, authentic, in full, abundant expansion of you with no limitations. So we are naturally, when we tap into creation, we feel abundant, we feel alive. So these webinars, or the way I work, is about stripping away or acknowledging first what's in our systems, acknowledging the level of programming that's in me from the ancestors, from my childhood, from the womb experience, acknowledging whatever traumas in my system, which has frozen me from connecting to creation, which is stopping me surrender to who I am, a spirit, or what identities I've created in my own life. Also, I'll just read what else came through. Holding space. So it's split minds. Split minds is where there's fragmentation from trauma, which brings us into another personality, which we create to cover up what's really in the system. So the work I do is about dropping through the split minds. Also, what came in one of the diamonds was holding space. I see you, I feel you, I hear you. So when you're holding space for somebody, you're revisiting a trauma, say, of the 5-year-old, that was alone in the house or maybe didn't feel protected. So that 5-year-old is here in the now when I hold space or when you hold space. And now the 5-year-old feels like there's somebody who sees you, feels you, loves you, trusts you, and believes in you, and believes you can do it. So now that 5-year-old can release the trauma, sit in the trauma and transform it, and suddenly feels welcome, loved, strong, courage, alive. So then there's a reset in the system. There's a healing in the system. What else came in? Another diamond. Divine intelligence in control of the session. So when you're doing a session, when you're holding space, you're getting like a tiny coordinate, almost like a GPS signal, a GPS coordinates of how to get there. So the intention of the session is, I don't know, I want to heal trauma, but I don't know how I'm going to get there. That is none of your business in a way. That will come in through the divine intelligence. You will be guided. The intention to work on trauma, and then the divine intelligence will guide you within that session through silence, through words. The divine intelligence is working through you, around you. It's working in the person you're supporting. It's working within the group. So we're being guided and we're being supported. Whoever comes for a session is the right person. Otherwise, they wouldn't have come. So you've nothing to worry about. What else came in? The more I'm present in my body, the more the client will be too. So the more I'm present, for example, when I'm doing a webinar or a session, I'm connecting energetically, magnetically, grounding my spirit in my cells before the session, during the session. So I'm very aware of my body. The more I'm aware of my body, my cells, my bones, my liver, my kidneys, my eyes, my brain, the more I'm sensing it vibrationally, the more transformational fields will open up for the person I'm supporting or the group I'm supporting, because they will have those results, because I've transformed my system, I'm in my system, so they will ground the results too. Let me see what else came in. Trust, I will be guided. That's the divine intelligence. Beautiful. Thank you, Marcella. Trust silence and empty spaces. Silence and empty spaces is where creation is. It's where the magic happens. So the male side of our system gets the coordinates, the intention. The feminine side is about surrendering to the divine. So emptiness, stillness, space allows transformation and healing and growth. I can talk a lot about that one. I'm guided because I'm the divine. Yes, the divine is working through us. That was another diamond, acknowledging and accepting of the conditioning from the ancestors. This is crucial, to acknowledge that my behavior patterns, my subconsciousness is made up of ancestral experiences, belief systems. And when I turn and reflect and face those and accept with no judgment what is in my system from my ancestors, this is where the transformation works. So first is to acknowledge what's in the system, what's in my subconsciousness, bring the subconsciousness to the conscious, bring the cells, the genetic, epigenetic fields in the cells to the surface, accept they're there with no judgment, turn and face them, because your spirit will transform them at this point. Acceptance is crucial. Accepting is crucial. So that was another diamond. Thank you, Marcella. So acceptance of what is in my system without a fake illusion that I'll say it again. So if I do not accept what's here, I don't have to agree with it, but I need to accept what is the vibrational code of our signature in this field at the moment. If I accept there's a resistance, if I accept there's fears, if I accept there's abuse in my system, then the transformation healing will start. Not about where you want to be, not about where you're going. You can have that intention, but first it's to focus or set the intention to accept what's in this space here and now, and that will create the connection with the Fibonacci codes, which creates the shells, for example, behind me, which creates beauty, which creates movement, which creates transformation. Allowing the inner knowing, that's another key, allowing pure light of creation, source of energy and the divine consciousness to be in my cells, my gut, and my brain with intention. So if you bring the awareness that the divine is within my cells, that pure light consciousness in my cells, that everything's within me, you'll feel the cells expanding and opening. All systems, another diamond, all systems that are not creation can be transformed right here and now because I am connected to creation, Fibonacci codes. This is pure acceptance. It's simple, it's divine, and it works already. Let me see. Any other feedbacks? Diamonds, diamonds, diamonds. So that really with this, let the Holy Spirit blow up this, So also with intention of simply acknowledging what's in the cells, acknowledging that there's frozen energies within the cells, within the body, setting the intention to activate them, then the systems will unfold and open. And then at the end of the session, accepting to the divine intelligence spirit is filling up your cells in a brand new way. And we're going to go into tonight's webinar, and I'm going to keep sharing and giving results. The way I work is about a vibrational frequency signature code. It's not the normal way of teaching. It's true clearing by you having the vibrational experience of you being in the ocean of creation and bathing in it and having that transformation. This opens your system for supporting others. Now, the work I do, you don't need to do that type of work. You can do it in your own way. A lot of business leaders I work for example, we work, but the divine is within them. They're more aligned. They're connected to the Fibonacci codes within themselves. Their spirit is alive, creative, vibrant, confident, fierce. So that is in the system. So that will then move into the business. That will then work into the relationship. That will then work into the ancestral lines. That will work into your life. So it's about you being aligned and honoring yourself as a creator, and everything is within. You can believe everything's within, but let's see what's in your subconsciousness. So this work is about clearing the subconsciousness so the divine is within, which is you. And you will feel that vibrational field activate and become alive within you, and then honoring what's in the subconsciousness, transforming it. This is what this work is about. If you'd like to be part of this webinar teaching, I invite you to, if you want to take the jump into it. It's amazing. I've worked with thousands of people over the years, teaching them how to support others and hold space. And what's so beautiful is a lot of people have never done this type of work, and they just come in almost off the street, and they come into the workshop and you see them like within an hour or two holding space for others, and these miracles happening, and their spirit is alive and confident and joyful and creative. There's nothing so alive, so refreshing, so beautiful is to hold space for others and to feel the transformation happen within the system. The fields about that, the experience about transformation. So after the session, it's about being comfortable being in the unknown. It's really talking to your nervous system and saying to your nervous system, I'm okay not knowing the results. I'm okay with the unknown. I'm okay not knowing who I am, because you have changed. When you connect to creation, you're a pioneer. It's almost impossible for you to know who you are or how this day is going to play out, because you're a creator. One sure thing is divine intelligence will always support you to expand, to thrive. And if there's something in the way, it will bring that up so you can move to the next level. This is creation. This is beautiful. And this is a life, really lively, fresh, vibrant, courageous. It can be scary, and it will find what's in your system, but it will transform it. deep. Also, the intention of being in the magnetic field and setting the intention to drop through the dissociation is really crucial as well. The words I was working with yesterday as well are very important to break through the subconscious belief systems. Beautiful. Thank you. Thank you. If you want to jump into this teaching, you're more than welcome, and you can be part of the group that's on Telegram, and we'll do this together. And this year is really about being in your potential, letting, those fears go. I always say your insecurities are your strength. I really honor my insecurities because I know my insecurities connect me to creator. They connect me to myself. They connect me to people around me. Without that part, I'm losing my strength. I'm going to fall out of myself. So I want to honor insecurities within. And yeah, I invite you to take that jump. Have a beautiful day. And yeah, if the webinar resonates with you and you'd like to support yourself and others around you, it's really, it's a beautiful space. It's activation, it's deep transformational work, and it will have an impact. Enjoy. Thank you.